Hi, you're about to get smarter. Let's go.
Fact number 1. Everything you know about fruit is a lie. Botanically speaking, bananas are actually berries, while strawberries are not. To be a berry, a fruit must come from one flower with one ovary, which fits bananas perfectly. But strawberries, they come from a single flower with many ovaries, making them an aggregate fruit. Your life was a lie. Fact number 2. Spicy food isn't actually hot. When you eat chili peppers, you're not burning your mouth, your brain just thinks you are. A chemical called capsaicin tricks your pain receptors into sending a heat signal, even though there's no real temperature change. So when you say your mouth is on fire, it's all in your head. Fact number 3. When you eat a pineapple, it actually eats you back. Pineapples contain a powerful enzyme called bromelain. This enzyme breaks down proteins, which means it is literally trying to digest your tongue and the inside of your mouth while you chew it. That tingly or stinging feeling you get, that's the pineapple winning the battle. You're not just eating a snack. You're in a fight. Fact number 4. Eating cheese before bed might actually give you weird dreams. A famous study found that different types of cheese can trigger different types of dreams. For example, blue cheese often leads to bizarre and vivid hallucinations, while cheddar makes you dream about celebrities. So, if you want a quiet night, maybe put the cheese plate away. Fact number 5. In the 1830s, ketchup was sold as a medicine. An American doctor claimed that tomatoes could cure indigestion, jaundice, and even rheumatism. It was so popular that it was even sold in pill form at pharmacies. Imagine going to the doctor today and being told to just take 2 tablespoons of Heinz and call me in the morning. Fact number 6. French fries are actually not French at all, they are Belgian. During World War I, American soldiers stationed in Belgium were served fried potatoes. Since the official language of the Belgian army was French, the soldiers called them French fries and the name stuck. The Belgians have been trying to set the record straight for over 100 years. Sorry, France, but Belgium owns this one. Fact number 7. The fresh apple you just bought at the supermarket might be over a year old. Because apple harvest only happens once a year, farmers store them in special cold rooms with very little oxygen. This stops the ripening process and keeps them looking perfect for up to 12 months. So, that crunchy apple in your hand, it's basically a time traveler. Fact number 8. Carrots weren't always orange. Originally, most carrots were actually purple or white. In the 17th century, Dutch farmers started selectively breeding them to be orange as a tribute to William of Orange, the leader of the Dutch independence. The orange variety became so popular that it eventually replaced the original purple ones. So, every time you eat a carrot, you're eating a bit of Dutch history. Fact number 9. Popcorn is basically a tasty tiny bomb. Inside each kernel of corn, there is a tiny droplet of water surrounded by hard starch. When you heat it up, that water turns into steam, creating massive pressure inside the kernel. Eventually, the pressure gets so high that the shell explodes, and the starch turns into the fluffy white snack we love. You're literally eating explosions. Fact number 10. Bananas are actually radioactive. But don't worry, you won't turn into the Hulk. Bananas contain high levels of potassium, and a small part of that potassium is a radioactive isotope called potassium-40. In fact, there is even something called the banana equivalent dose used by scientists to measure radiation exposure. You have to eat about 10 million bananas at once to get radiation poisoning, so your smoothie is still safe. Fact number 11. That bright red candy or strawberry yogurt you love, it's probably colored with crushed bugs. A common red food dye called carmine is made from the cochineal beetle. These tiny insects are dried and ground up to create a natural, vibrant red pigment that's used in everything from Skittles to lipstick. So, next time you enjoy a red treat, remember the little chef who made it possible. Fact number 12. Some drinks actually glow in the dark. Tonic water contains a chemical called quinine, which is used to give it that bitter taste. Quinine has a special property, it's fluorescent. This means that if you put it under a UV or black light, your drink will turn a bright, electric blue. It looks like a magic potion, but it's just physics in your glass. Fact number 13. The pink salmon you buy at the store is actually gray. In the wild, salmon turn pink because they eat a lot of small shrimp and krill. But farmed salmon don't have that diet, so their flesh is naturally a pale, dull gray. To make it look more appetizing, farmers add a natural pigment called astaxanthin to their feed. It's basically like a tan for your fish, just to make sure it looks salmon-colored on your plate. Fact number 14. Your favorite ranch dressing and the white paint on an airplane might have the same secret ingredient. Many bottled salad dressings use titanium dioxide to make them look bright, creamy, and perfectly white. This same chemical is used in White House paint, sunscreen, and even the finish on commercial jets. It's what gives that ultra-white look to your veggies and your walls. Fact number 15. Coca-Cola literally started with a kick. When it was first invented in the late 1800s, the original recipe actually contained a small amount of real cocaine. At the time, it was marketed as a medicine to cure headaches and exhaustion. By 1903, the company removed the drug, but they still use spent coca leaves for flavor today. That explains why people were so addicted to it back then. Fact number 16. Mushrooms are actually more like people than plants. Even though they grow in the dirt, fungi are in a kingdom of their own. Unlike plants, they don't produce their own food through photosynthesis. Instead, they eat by absorbing nutrients from the ground, almost like animals. Biologically, mushrooms are more closely related to humans than they are to trees. So next time you're eating a mushroom pizza you're eating a distant relative. Fact number 17. You can actually eat real gold. Pure 24-karat gold is biologically inert, meaning it doesn't get digested or absorbed into your body, it just passes right through you. High-end restaurants often use gold leaf to decorate expensive desserts or pizzas just to make them look fancy and incredibly overpriced. So, if you're feeling rich you can literally put your money where your mouth is. Fact number 18. Your favorite chewing gum is actually a type of plastic. Most modern gums use a gum base made of synthetic rubbers like polyethylene or polyvinyl acetate. These are the same materials used to make plastic bottles and glue. They are derived from petroleum, yes, the same oil used for cars. That's why gum doesn't dissolve in your mouth and why it's so terrible for the environment. You're basically chewing on a sweet, bouncy piece of oil. Fact number 19. Some almonds can actually kill you. Wild almonds contain a chemical that turns into cyanide when you eat them. Just a handful of these bitter almonds could be a lethal dose for an adult. Don't panic, though the sweet almonds we buy at the store have been specially bred to be safe. But if you're ever in the wild and find a nut that smells like strong cherry or perfume stay away. It might be your last snack. Fact number 20. Potato chips are designed to be as loud as possible. Studies have shown that people perceive chips as being fresher and tastier if they make a louder crunching sound. Some companies even spray their chips with a special coating to make them extra noisy. They even designed the bags to be insanely crinkly to trick your brain before you even take a bite. So, the louder the chip, the more your brain loves it and the more you buy.
Subscribe to keep upgrading your brain. See you in the next one.